welcome back to what I suspect will be the final week of Layers of Fear, as we are down to the last little spot in our exceptionally creepy advent calendar. I'm Rutskarn, and with me as always is my loyal companion, Stella. Isn't that right, Stella? We are about to walk out here. Now, yeah, I got just as far enough to see that, and then the game actually crashed, which has not happened before. In fact, it hasn't really had a glitch of almost any kind that you haven't seen before. So, I mean, yeah, cross my fingers that I can actually wrap this series up, because I have some thoughts. Once again, we run into the motif of the kind of inefficiently chained shut door, which I think is supposed to signify isolation? Okay, brace yourself. We're about to cross the threshold. Alright, yep. Not gonna hit the exact same crash at the very least. I was worried. Alright. I'm just gonna assume that if there's progression through an open doorway, that the other door is going to be locked, but that hasn't always been the case. Actually, there has been a certain amount of, I don't want to say branched paths, but little side paths that have contained curios that I'm relatively sure I could have just bypassed. Isn't this the way I came in? Alright. So, we try this door. I'm almost surprised it was unlocked. I almost kind of thought that what I was going to have to do was do the reversing trick back there, but no. Something just loaded in this kitchen, so the spooks are queued up. That's a shitload of paprika. We're running out of apples. Now, if you recall from the early episodes, apples appear to be the all-purpose food stuff that we've just been stocking ourselves with absolutely outrageous amounts of. But actually, maybe there's a sinister purpose to all these apples that I had not and could not have predicted. I mean, that is certainly a fantastical quantity of apples, but I'm sort of racking my brain to think of an eerie purpose to put an apple towards, and nothing's coming to mind. Some of these apples are downright Brobdingnagian, and almost kind of look like oranges in this light. Like, I don't know that I've ever seen an apple as big as I'm interpreting these apples to be. I'm not sure if that's an indication that we have some kind of orchard swollen with, like, obscenity that we are plucking to press a cider of misery and malaise, or if it's just kind of a wonky apple. This is a Unity game, so if they're not using at least a few stock assets, they're probably wasting their time. There once was a man full of passion, but then his wife went out of fashion. Her face was a mess, he couldn't care less, she hated the man with a passion, and this is written in her shaky script. So I have a feeling we're about to get a visit from Little Miss Scares a Lot, which, boy, I'm not looking forward to, because I don't want to get myself... Whoa, boy! That's a fucking hell of a portrait there, and she's got a rat for a dog. I love it. I love it. It's a masterpiece. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, wow. That's bad. Oh, boy. Something's been released. You saw the bugs swirling in the middle there. Oh, now these are twitching like chthonic gates. Oh, and they've got that... Oh, boy. Hi everybody, it's Rutskarn. I've interrupted the regularly scheduled audio track because at this point the game elected to make the worst fucking noise I've ever heard in my entire goddamn life for 15 seconds. Okay, it's about over now though, so I'm just gonna return to the audio track, thanks. Whoa, boy. A way out! Find a way out! Oh, nope! Wrong way! Wrong way! Back into the fire. Back into the flames. So I do appreciate that the method of avoiding her is fairly straightforward. Just turn the fuck around as soon as you see her. Because I don't like enemies with unpredictable pathways, and it's very intuitive, and it means that I don't have to replay content when I get bullshit killed, which is one of the things that actually makes me like a horror game, or dislike a horror game the most, and want to stop playing it. Yep, shutter closed. Like, Amnesia, actually. I stopped playing Amnesia because I got killed with him a few times and it just kind of wrecked my immersion. Got killed by him. You know, the Amnesia. I don't know what the fuck to call that thing. I'm sure there's, like, a fan-agreed name for it. well, into the void, I guess. Oh boy, and I've landed directly. Oh. That beast noise makes me feel vulnerable. Thinking back to that excellent photography scare in, I want to say Cryophere. Oh, gotta unlatch the door here. Oh, and yeah, I want to say this is sort of hell adjacent. There's another elevator coming here, just like this sort of diving port into the black filth spa. It's making me feel like I don't want to take that plunge. But if I see my wife, then I'm just gonna have to turn around and head back to the spooky Cheers to escape the old murderous ball and chain here. I like the texture on this ink. Oh, I think that... Did I just open that up?
Is that her?
Oh boy, we're actually hearing the
hear
moment.
us?
We're like...
This is all fixable, right?
Oh boy.
No, you don't understand. Her face, her hands. She will be devastated.
I will be devastated. She will be devastated. See, a few people have mentioned that, like, I should cut the protagonist more slack, because, you know, he seems to be mentally ill, and he does, but there's plenty of actual clues in the way he talks that, quite apart from his kind of deteriorating mental condition, he's just a selfish guy. And, you know, at some point, you know, you can track that down to upbringing or chemistry, but at another point, you just have to conclude that, yeah, okay, he's having a rough day, but he's also just a jerk. And that's really, you know, my read of the game here. Okay, this is cool. I just left-clicked yes, and it's made an awful noise. Oh, here we go. C. Actually, kind of curious what... C. J? Oh, okay. So if I hover over it for a second, it puts in the letter. Okay, okay. And I correctly intuited that no would close it. Now, I have no idea what to input into this. Perhaps I haven't been paying attention. Let's see if we can progress a little bit and maybe come back. Kind of interesting if, and would challenge my conception of what these deaths actually mean, or inform it at the very least, if... November. I think I should be happy. Why am I not happy? I have a beautiful daughter. I think she is. I know she is, so I cannot look at her without feeling sick. I used to have a loving husband, wonderful, sensitive. Now all I see is this strange man who only cares about his paintings. Like they don't matter at all. It's so pointless. Music used to help. Doesn't anymore. Now note here that the handwriting is confident and clean, meaning that he was growing distant and obsessive over his paintings even before kind of the catastrophe, because her handwriting isn't as bad as it was after the accident, which suggests to me perhaps that, yeah, you know, maybe he was a bit of an obsessive person, and that, you know, perhaps that even is linked to some kind of pathology, but again, that doesn't really account for his selfishness, and an equally valid interpretation is that he's obsessive with his paintings because he cares more about his art than... shit. His art than his family or other people besides their utility to him. Again, you know, he sees his wife as a muse and as a beautiful possession, but he's never characterized her as a partner or a companion, and to me, that suggests to me that there's something wrong with him. Okay, we've got a couple superimposed paintings here. A lamp? Oh, he sees her as a piece of furniture. That's kind of my guess here. And here's all kinds of... Okay, I don't know what the fuck that means. And these are all from the same time period and don't suggest to me that this is like family portraits, so I'm kind of curious why this gallery specifically is here. Does anybody else have this weird feeling like I'm gonna open that door and that wheelchair's gonna come flying at me? I'm just gonna juke here. Oh, it fell over though. Interesting. So there was a little something for me there, a little Easter egg, but not quite what I was expecting. Oh, fuck, this bathtub was with a kid in... Okay, let's put the pieces together.
What is taking so long? Open this fucking door! I need to go! Open up!
Oh boy!
Oh.
Alright.
No. No. What have you done? No!
Alright, that's pretty unambiguous, right? I will say that I have to go doesn't sound very period to me. Maybe this is just like the Tiffany problem, but for anyone who isn't aware, that's where Tiffany is actually a fairly common medieval woman's name, but if you name a medieval character Tiffany, nobody's gonna buy it. So, yeah, I don't know. I need to go! Oh shit, you killed yourself. Man. Okay, let's get in the... Oh, boy. Press left click to spook. Oh. Okay, I can hold it to... Okay. This is actually neat. I was thinking I was just like, it was making me set myself up for a cheap bathtub scare, but no. I have to click and I need to hold. And gradually draw closer to my wife, who murdered herself in a bathtub, for anybody who's maybe a little behind on the symbolism here. I don't know if symbolism's even the right word. So yeah, let's go to my wife now. Usually I'm not supposed to do this, but I guess now I have to do it and then turn around and get spooked by my wife. I'm sure some of you have noticed that I occasionally call scares that don't happen, and maybe you're wondering if I'm calling these scares because I think I'm smarter than horror games. No, I'm calling them because I'm hoping that I'll be less shit scared when it actually happens. It is 100% like nervously casting my glance around the haunted house attraction trying to spot the next animatronic. 100%, 0% me trying to assert my dominance over the genre. Okay, you know, symbolism on me needing to drown myself to actually, like, see what's going on in various parts of my family is not entirely clear. I would suggest that it's, like, my character is actually physically discomforted by the idea of taking himself out of, like, the place where he feels safe, which is artistic creation and actually kind of regarding the difficulties his family's going through, but I do find it interesting that now we're actually approaching my wife and approaching my child not as fixtures of horror or enemies, but kind of as, like, things we need to go to as the music's taking a more somber tone, and it almost feels like my character's coming to a kind of realization here, or he's kind of confronting his
Finally,
misdeeds.
Someone had to bear witness. I couldn't just look at my own work. Art and the artist needed an audience, a critical eye on things. I knew what I had to do. I gouged it, scooped it up like ice cream, felt like a butcher, a monster, but at least there was to come something beautiful from all this filth.
Okay, a butcher, a monster definitely suggests to me that he took this eye from somebody else. So I'm gonna come down on the side of, like, he's mutilating his wife's corpse to make a painting to bring her back or something. But actually, no, 'cause she was dead for a while. That's right, she was dead for a while. Before... Okay, that was pointless but cool. I assume it was pointless. Maybe if I was smarter and forgot to do something else. Yeah, she was dead for a while because we had enough time to, like, kidnap our kid from foster care. So, this couldn't have happened, like, while she was well preserved enough for that to be a thing. Oh, and it teased me with the finished painting, but now it's not actually letting me get there. It's a checkers game, which just has a shitload of brown checkers. Oh, right, only one side. Right, right. Indicating, like, kind of manic isolation, trying to fill in the gaps, like, with more of yourself. That'd be my guess, but we'll have to see here. And I'm actually not spotting an exit. Let's see. By the way, I'm going to air out a pet peeve because we got a hot second here. So I made the joke to find a way out. That is from the Haunted Mansion attraction. Oh, I see I need to collect the rest of the checkers pieces. Haunted Mansion attraction, specifically the one in Disneyland, although I believe they're similar in separate locations. And for Southern California millennials who grew up with the attraction, there's apparently a tendency for them to, as the narration is playing, speak alongside the narration and sort of show, oh, I've been on this ride so many times, I'm participating. Fuck you, I don't want you to participate. Your voice is not, like, chilling and nice and part of my nostalgic experience of the ride. Your voice is unwanted. This is like I'm going to see a movie and you're just saying all the characters' fucking lines. Oh. The game is afoot. And I want to say that that was enough watching checkers that I can leave, but... Oh, yep, here we go. The aggress has manifested. And children's toys just kind of skitting around willy-nilly. Let's find out how things went with my daughter. Dramatically open up her shelves of toys and ignore the set piece that is doubtless awaiting me. Oh, creepy eye painting. Oh, finding more checkers pieces. I'm not sure that this is the intended metaphor or symbol here, but I do find it... Oh, whoa, whoa, oh, I'm not controlling this. I think I'm trying to... I think it's spinning me around like the thing. Oh. Yep, I'm not controlling this. It's happening. So I'm actually needing to kind of like do a Texas two-step here. I suppose there's always a chance this is a glitch, but I'm gonna guess this is deliberate. Because remember, we had that symbolism of like the magic lantern earlier. I'll be real here, it's actually pretty obnoxious. Oh, it's leveling out. Oh, now I'm going the other way. Okay, it seems to have evened out. Yeah, I'm gonna come down the side that was probably intentional. I might check another LP, because I don't know how really I'm supposed to react to that. Oh, creepy doll ballet here. I don't know how I'm supposed to react to that exactly. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be eerie. Okay. Somebody doesn't like how the game's going. Let's take a little look here, see if we can pick up it. So I don't know if this is exactly the metaphor that they're going for, but it is amusing that my reconnection with my daughter, if that is indeed what's going on here, takes place through a lens of picking up her shit. Once again, I'm beginning to carousel outward. Oh, here's a new area. Oh, and I'm turning like a record. There's a lot of spinning going on here, but I'm not sure I can find a core thematic element. And her... Are those toys? Yeah, it looks like a ukulele of something. No, that's a hairbrush. Yeah, okay. Her accoutrements are spiraling outwards. And if I'm following kind of the pattern here, I'm intended to, at this point, find a checkers piece. But I can't seem to locate any here on a cursory inspection. So let's go back and see if the game is progressing. It is not.